lahat po tayo ay nais na itaas ang kalidad ng ating buhay. At marahil ang ilan sa atin ay nais na subukan ng ating limitasyon. Sakto po ang ating pag-uusapan ngayong umaga tungkol dyan. Pero bago yan, panoorin po muna natin ito.
Sa panahon ngayon, hindi maiiwasan ang mga pagsubok na dumadaan sa ating buhay na kadalasang nakaapekto sa atin physically at mentally. Kaya naman, sa ganitong mga sitwasyon, napakahalaga ang tulong ng mga eksperto at profesional. Isa na nga ang Kaminoken training sa programang nagsusulong na magbigay ng techniques at guidance na kinakailangan natin para mapagtagumpayan ang challenges sa obstacles na ating kinakaharap. At syempre, patungo na rin sa pag-discover ng ating purpose sa buhay. Kaya ngayong umaga, alamin natin ang iba pang mahalagang kaalaman na hatid ng programang ito dito lang sa Rise and Shine Pilipinas.
And joining us today to talk about Kaminoken program, we are joined by Coach Nazar Kazi. Coach, good morning to you.
Good morning to you guys. Good morning.
Coach Nazar, tell us more about this Kaminoken program. What is this about and what is the main mission or goal of this training, Coach?
The main mission and goals of the Kaminoken training is to help the student to find its inner peace, inner sanity, and inner happiness.
What are particular exercises does one undergo to achieve that inner peace and probably to find his or her purpose in life?
See, we have many different kind of exercises, but the main path of every of our exercises is taking the student through adversity, through pain, through hardship, and showing them ways and techniques to overcome and dominate, in best cases, those adversity moments, those moments of pain, and those moments of fear. And we have different kind of exercises. One of our exercises is, for example, the Japanese dry swimming. The Japanese dry swimming is you swim without water on a dry mat. And this exercise requires a lot of patience. You have to overcome a lot of frustration, a lot of anger, and has a lot of mental benefits and also a lot of physical benefits. And the physical benefits are that the oxygen level in your red blood cells are increasing, the blood flow is changing, and the organs are being delivered with more fresh, more oxygen-fulfilled blood. I would say it like this. Yeah, these are the benefits of the physical benefit.
Coach Nasir, I wanted to know what inspired you to build this kind of program and what makes it different as well to the other kinds of wellness or training programs that most people are familiar with, Coach?
So what inspired me, to be honest with you, is I never planned to do something like this. Never. I never saw myself as a teacher, as a coach. I never had the patience for even myself. But I went through a lot of obstacles in my life, and one of the biggest obstacles was my diagnosis as multiple sclerosis. I was diagnosed in 2007 with multiple sclerosis, and I was in a very bad condition when I was in Germany, and the doctors gave me, based on the diagnosis, 3 to 4 years of a healthy life, and then they projected that I would end up in a wheelchair. And obviously, as a 25-year-old kid, I was very scared and very frustrated, very sad, and I didn't know what to do with my life. So I went through a lot of journeys and healing retreats. I was always into martial arts, so my father motivated me to go to China. I met the Japanese master, and a mixture of this worked for me. So later on, I had a lot of other obstacles in life, and I went through a lot of dark times. My father passed away in a very young age. Many members of my family passed away, and I didn't know how to deal with all this pain and with all this struggle. And then I gave myself, because I had hit rock bottom, I gave myself this advice to use all these techniques and see if it works for me. So it worked for me, and then later on, my friends sent me their younger brothers when I used to live in Bali and asked me to help them because they were suffering from drug abuse, they were suffering from deep depression. And somehow it worked. Somehow it worked the way it worked for me. And then I finally found my purpose and said, okay, I have to develop this. I have to develop this because I never knew, I never planned it. And coming back to your second question, what makes it different to other wellness retreats? I must be honest with you, when you asked me this question, also sent me this question, that was the first time I was really thinking about this. And because I never compared my program with any other program, so I never went into competition with anyone else. It was always about myself or my students and helping them to find back their happiness. But now when I really thought deeper about it, I can tell you that compared to other wellness and fitness programs, it's this. And another wellness program, which is not wrong, don't get me wrong, yeah? Which is not wrong. It might work for many people. You go on a wellness retreat or wellness program, and you've been put in an illusion. You've been put in an environment of absolutely everything is nice, everything is happy, and you having a good time. You know, you're spending your money, you're having a good time, you're on a beautiful retreat, and everything is nice. And then you go back home, and you're facing the same problems, the same emotions, you know, the same anger, the same frustration, impatience towards your kids, towards your wife, towards your husband, and you don't know how to deal with it. So you had a good time for your memory, but it didn't help to overcome your emotional pattern. With this program here, it is that I don't put you in a state of happiness and this. I take you through dark tunnels. I take you through pain. I take you through suffering. I give you yes, you have a beautiful environment here in Bali and or at the farm, beautiful. It's also very important. Environment is very important. But you have to learn how to face those feelings, because the feeling never changes. The environment changes, the event changes, but the feeling of frustration, the feeling of anger, the feeling of fear is always the same. If you don't teach your brain and your mind how to overcome those feelings, then I'm going to put you again into an illusion. And this is not the Kaminokan. The Kaminokan training is waking up your inner strength and being that courageous to overcome these obstacles with faith, with imagination, with courage, and with the willpower. So I would say these are the main significant differences. What you said.
That's very interesting to know. All right, Coach, the code of Bushido is referenced in this program. How does it guide an individual to her or his overall well-being?
So the codes of Bushido, these are the codes of honor. Many people, when they hear that we follow the code of Bushido, or that the Bushido codes, the pillars of Bushido, let me mention this for those who are not familiar with this, is integrity, courage, honesty, benevolence, integrity, I said already, yeah? Respect. All of these pillars are the pillars which hold the house of Kaminokan. We are following these pillars because they're for us so important in the way we serve ourselves and in the way we serve other people. You know, being a Bushido warrior, being a samurai means being somebody who serves with nobility. If you're honest to yourself, if you're courageous with yourself, you know, let's start with honesty. If you're honest with yourself, you sleep well. Nothing is more valuable in life than sanity. You can have millions in your account, but if you don't have sanity, if you don't have inner peace, those millions don't mean nothing to you. You can live in a castle, but if you don't sleep well and if you don't have sanity, it's nothing. And the same, if you're not courageous, if you don't overcome your fears, and you're constantly in fear, what does life mean to you? I have friends that have millions and millions, but they're so fearful of everything what happens in the life that they don't know how to handle their emotions. So if you follow the code of Bushido towards yourself, being honest to yourself, having integrity, doing the right thing when nobody looks, being courageous and overcoming your fears, and sometimes it means making somebody else uncomfortable, being respectful towards others, having benevolence, you know. These are values, what I believe, which are lost in this society. Everybody is just about, okay, everybody is too much, but A lot of people are unfortunately about me, I. It's all about me. We forget us. We forget our people. We forget other people. And that's why for me it's important, whoever does the Kaminokan training, that they stand for these old values which worked always for good life and for a peaceful life.
Lastly, Coach Nasser, what are the expected results when one will undergo this program? And please do tell us about the upcoming retreat here in the Philippines. Go ahead, Coach.
Yeah, as you see, we had this retreat in the beautiful farm in San Benito, and you see the results and the testimonials of the people. The end result is always the same: happiness, sanity, self-respect, and having just this beautiful feeling inside of it at the end of the day. So you see the results if you watch the testimonies at the website or the Instagram side of the farm. You can see the results, you know, and of many 16 different kind of results, and it all comes to the same point, that they're starting loving themselves again, they're respecting themselves again, and feeling happiness, true, sincere inner happiness. That is the result of it.
Coach Nasser Kazi, thank you very much for this inspired conversation. Again, salamat, as we say here in the Philippines. The head coach of Kaminokan.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Coach.
Have a good day.